say that you're not interested in duplicating what happened in Iraq, but just a few weeks ago you said you think we should have more troops in Iraq right now.
With regards to Iraq, you and I agreed, I believe, that there should have been a status of forces agreement. Did you? True. Oh, you didn't. You didn't want a status of forces agreement.
No. What I would not have done is left 10,000 troops in Iraq that would tie us down. That certainly would not help us in the Middle East.
I'm sorry. Look, there was an effort on the part of the president to have a status of forces agreement, and I concurred in that and said that we should have some number of troops that stayed on. That was something I concurred with. That was your posture. That was my posture as well. You thought it should have been 5,000 troops. I thought it should have been more troops. But you know what? The answer was we got no troops through whatsoever.
Mitt Romney insisted that President Obama had favored keeping some number of troops in Iraq beyond the 2011 withdrawal date, which actually was true, and Obama attempted to say that he never favored keeping more troops there because that would have distracted from what else he wanted to do in the Middle East. Actually, the administration tried to negotiate a deal with the Iraqis to keep several thousand U.S. troops there, and it fell through because there was a disagreement about legal immunity for the troops.
Well, let's step back and talk about what's happening in Syria and how important it is. First of all, 30,000 people being killed by their government is a humanitarian disaster. Secondly, Syria is an opportunity for us because Syria plays an important role in the Middle East, particularly right now. Syria is Iran's only ally in the Arab world. It's their route to the sea. It's the route for them to arm Hezbollah in Lebanon, which threatens, of course, our ally Israel. And so seeing Syria remove Assad is a very high priority for us. Number two, seeing the replacement government being responsible people is critical for us.
Neither candidate really gave the full picture of what the U.S. role in the Syria crisis is, actually. Mitt Romney asserted that President Obama had not asserted U.S. leadership in Syria, and he was right in saying that the U.S. has failed so far to win UN support for international action in Syria. But on the other hand, he did not mention that the U.S. has actually organized international humanitarian aid for the opposition groups and others in Syria.
What we've done is organize the international community, saying Assad has to go. We've mobilized sanctions against that government. We have made sure that they are isolated. We have provided humanitarian assistance, and we are helping the opposition organize, and we're particularly interested in making sure that we're mobilizing the moderate forces inside of Syria.
President Obama was correct in saying that that the U.S. has made a lot of progress in recent months in trying to organize political opposition and in providing humanitarian aid.